So I've been thinking about our theme for this month, which is I Believe. We've gone back to you in May. In June we did I Am Worthy. So it just seemed fitting to move into I Believe in this month. And it just kind of sets that foundation of what we can do in the future, right? When we have this strong belief, we believe we're worthy, when we're focusing more on ourselves and what we really want to be doing. And one of the things that I believe is that there's millions of women out there that are living on autopilot like I was so many years ago. So many of us are feeling stuck and we really don't know what to do. We don't know the options that are available to us, and that's why I'm on my mission to help more women in this world and empower women to live the life of their dreams. And I think so many of us don't realize how much we're capable of, right? Because we've been busy doing things for other people. We're taking care of other things in our life, our family, our work, our parents, right? And sometimes we put ourselves last, and sometimes we end up putting ourselves last. And not that we intentionally do that, but it's just the way it happens. So I've come up with 5 ways that I believe in you, even if you don't believe in yourself yet. And number 1 is that I believe we're never too late. It's never too late. There is a certain path in life that we've been following, and we're going on this journey. And at any time we can step in, we can start to embrace that part of us that wants to make that dream come true, right? So it's never over. We can always just start. We can start, we can begin, we can reset, we can restart. We can have a do-over. And we still have that time, and we still can create that life that we want and those dreams that we hold inside. And that leads into perfectly for number 2, is that you deserve to be seen. I believe that you deserve to be seen. I believe that you deserve to be heard. And we all have that point of mattering inside of us. Your dream matters. Your voice matters. You're allowed to be here and be you without apologizing for anything, right? So you are worthy. And one of the things that we talked about in our group sessions is that we just have to remind ourselves of that, right? We always remind ourselves of how unworthy we are and how undeserving we are. But what if we reminded ourselves that we are worthy, that we do matter, right? That my dream that I hold inside of me does matter to this world, and it does. And number 3 is that we can let go of the fear, right? For some reason, we hold on to the scary parts rather than just allowing us to believe, right? Fear is a normal part of the process, but it doesn't have to run our life, and it doesn't have to be the lead, right? We are way stronger than our fear, and I can help you see that. We go over fear a lot in a lot of our programs. And so once we recognize fear and what that is and how it shows up, whether in the story that we tell ourselves, kind of like that mind movie that goes on inside of our mind, inside of our subconscious mind. Often we don't even know that it's there because it's so silent. It's just running in the background all of the time. And fear can be a form of excitement too, can be misinterpreted as excitement. I just feel excited, right? I'm a little bit nervous. You could look at that as being scared and back off from it and stand away, but it could be just that excitement that we can take along with us. And there's always a certain level of fear at every stage that we go through, right? There's always going to be something scary that's going to be out of our comfort zone. But when we submit to the fear, we're actually backing off from what we want. We're playing safe. We're in our comfort zone. It's not where we want to be. We want to be out there living our dream life and doing the things that we want to be doing. Yeah, that's a little bit scary, but once we get into it, it really, really feels good. And then you know that the path you're on is the path that you're meant to be on. And lastly is that I absolutely believe, and I know this from things that have happened in my own life, is that we are all capable of so much more than we know. Right? So sometimes even though we're feeling stuck or invisible or things are impossible and we're feeling overwhelmed and we have that fear, right? Everything that we have inside, the dream that we hold inside of ourselves can be completed with everything that we have inside of us. So we have everything we need already to do the things that we really want to be doing. And I think fear plays a big part in that. I think our limiting beliefs play a big part in that fear holds us back, right? Fear tells us we're not capable. Fear, I really believe that fear just really squashes our creative mind. So we can't think about what we want, right? So we just hold back. We hold on to the fear rather than going forward into it. So that's one of the things that I really recognized is I was not thinking big enough, right? Until I found a mentor that could really put some ideas in my mind that were so far off that I could never dream that was actually possible. But now I'm living that dream, right? I wish I would have done this 7 years ago when I kind of had that idea, but I let fear take over. So sometimes we just need that little push, and sometimes we have to be dreaming really, really big and way out of our comfort zone to get to the place that we're really meant to be at. So we are so much more capable than we actually know, and everything we need is inside of us. We just need to access it and let it out little bits at a time, little baby steps. So if you don't believe these things yet, that's okay, right? It's okay. It's such a journey. And I will give you my belief. I will believe in you until you're ready to believe in yourself. And so that's why we have this circle. It's just to remind you of who you are and the important part that you play in this world, right? So don't ever forget that. You are worthy and you deserve everything that you hold inside of yourself. And it really is an honor to walk alongside of so many women that are on this journey to not only improve the lives of their own selves, but to improve the lives of so many people around us. And that's how it ripples, right? One person shows up shining, it affects the people around us, our family, our friends, our colleagues, the people that we meet on the street. And before we know it, more people are shining because we've chosen to shine our light. And that's where our power is, in really doing the things that we want to be doing. So hopefully that's given you some belief in your life and what you want to be doing going forward, is that sometimes we just have to borrow it from other people. And I wanted to share too, next week in the Dream Builder Circle, we're going to be having a guest speaker. Her name is Patty Montgomery. She is the perfect example of belief. She has so many stories of what she's gone through in her life and just believed that things would be okay, things are going to work out, things are going to happen. She's this beautiful light. She's a Reiki teacher and master, and she's going to share a little bit about her life and her belief. We'll be doing some meditation and maybe some journaling and some conversation about how we can better believe in ourselves. So I know that you'll be inspired by her. I hope you can join in. It'll be recorded if you're not able to make it, but being on live is just sometimes just a little bit different of a energy exchange. That's next Thursday, July 24th. July 24th is next Thursday at 8 p.m. Eastern, 6 p.m. Mountain, 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. And I hope you can be there. So hopefully that's helped you. I'd love to hear your comments if you want to join in the comments. If you're here live or on the replay, I'd love to hear from you. And I appreciate you. Thanks for being here.